Alright. So, Druid.
You asked for
And I
it.
come back in about a week. Whoa, this is not Druid. What the?
I must protect the wild.
An excellent card to start with. The Keeper. Ventrico. Ancient. Choose all the top stat effects. Ogre or Starfire. I'm leaning towards Ogre, but let me just consult my list. It is pretty close as expected. I'll choose Ogre. Scarlet. Ooh, a Starfire anyways, which is also a good card. These cards are bad. I'll choose the Rifleman. These cards are weak. I'll choose the Acolyte. Breaker. Flood Knight over BGH. 10 picks in, have no 2-drops, slightly concerned. Flesh Eating Ghoul is going to be very bad because it's not an aggressive deck. Dancing Swords is also going to be bad as it's not an aggressive deck, so I'll choose a War Golem. Yeti and Dwarf. Yeti is better in this deck because it has no aggressive cards, so Dark Iron Dwarf is often going to miss. A 2-drop. A good one. A Yeti. A Swipe. An Ooze. A Worgen Infiltrator, good. Picking up a lot of the good early game. Champion. Both of these are unexceptional. I think I'll go with the Direwolf Alpha though, as something I can play on 2 mana, though not great. Ooh, Sea Giant I think beats the Shade. Not a deck where Wild Growth is going to be great. I'll choose the Crocolisk. Nightblade or Moonfire. If I want to choose the Nightblade, it's effectively as a 5 mana 4/4. I've got enough early game for now that I'll choose the bad card. Cult Master. I mean, they were both bad cards. Innervate or Grizzly. I've got a few things I can innervate into. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's a little bit light on cards to get, but now I'll choose Innervate. Brew. Druid. Starfire. Nice, some late game. Gnomish. A lot of 4-drops. Wrath is good. And finally, a Starfall. 10 5+ cards, which is on the medium to high side of late game. Nightblade doesn't really count because it sucks, but other than that, good amount of late game. In the early game, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the Innervate counts as 7 early game plays, so that's a good enough amount of early game. Light on the 3-drops. Actually, that's a fine amount of 3-drops also. The 4-drop is very strong. Looks nice and sturdy. I'm going to guess that this deck looks very good, very well balanced. Has a good mix of spells, a good mix of mana curve. The minion quality is on the above average side, mostly due to the excellent 4-drops. Still, this deck lacks the wow factor. So I'm just going to say this deck is above average, and I'll guess 10 wins.
Your soul shall be mine. I must protect the wild.
Alright, I'm going to try to... I do have a 2-drop, so I'll keep the Wrath. How am I? Doing well. And if you're watching this on YouTube, you might be watching this as I am in China, casting the World Cyber Arena. This was played shortly before traveling out there. Excited to head off to a new adventure, despite not traveling much. Those times where I do, nice break of pace. Okay, so I can finish that with this and this. Better to finish it with Wrath and Hero ability.
For the wild.
Cult Master is definitely the play. A lot of general questions about my travel to China. No, I'm not afraid of traveling, other than the boredom that I am going to have to face when taking a 24-hour trip to there, basically, with connecting flights and all that.
For
I am terrified of boredom, though. I do speak Mandarin, can't read or write it, and my speaking of it is very English-fied, but it's at least somewhat functional. Spellbreaker or Brewmaster. The Loot Hoarder looks like it just dies to the 1/4 for free, but it does deal 2 damage to it, which is going to be important enough because then it'll die to Swipe and then Hero ability. Or Rifleman plus Hero ability. Or simply just attack, whatever.
It's time for a little blood.
Okay, well this is a good target to Swipe Hero ability, or Swipe Rifleman.
locked and loaded.
Works out pretty well.
Are you ready for this?
Foosh.
Fire!
Duh.
For the wild. Death does not scare me.
Ooh,
The frost wolves stand ready.
the card's fun. For me. It's so satisfying to cast Starfire on things.
Duh. Mage.
Hey, speak to me.
Alright, so the opponent's got a slightly worse board and 5 cards against my... I'm going to count this as 7 because I have an Acolyte.
Bring me steel.
Okay, this is kind of scary. He had to buff this, that means I don't draw an extra card. I could use the Stormwind Champion and buff my guy. Can't really cast 2 of these cards, unless it's specifically Gnomish and Sea Giant / Ogre. Which it looks like it will be. Oh. No change. Unfortunately, that's most of the big cards that I can get from Deathlord in my hand.
From the void I come.
Okay, I know that Starfall is in my deck. Not that useful here. Uh, 7 plus 5 is 12. That's pretty good. Yeti, okay. Any point to buffing this guy? Well, this can be a 4/6, a 5/7. Yeah, this has to be better than Wargolem.
Where shall I strike? Behold the might of Stormwind!
I could have set the opponent at 2. That may have been better. The other option was to charge into the Deathlord with this, and then get the Stormwind Champion, send in the Sea Giant. Both sides look pretty good, but I didn't consider the other one enough.
You asked for it.
I must protect the wild.
Alright, if I were going first, I would replace the Wrath, but in this deck, I'm okay with keeping it. when I'm going second. So that if he plays a 2-drop as he's going first, I get to go my second. I go to my second amount of mana, and then I can choose to wrath this guy. It's alright. Start with the Brewmaster, since otherwise I cannot play it.
Another round? Don't mess with Tusker.
This handles awfully good.
Look that loaded.
If he plays 2 minions, I can play Sea Giant.
I wonder.
Looks like that is not in his plans. I'll bait out the removal for the Ogre with the Ventrico, and I have Starfall to play. Oh, lovely.
Your magic shall not save you.
Repping that Flame Strike, but I can deal, what, 14 damage with this guy if he casts Flame Strike, so that's pretty good. He'll try to cast the Flame Strike next turn with the Fire Blast if he can do so. Alright, I don't want to play Gnomish Inventor, even though I can play it with the Sea Giant, because I feel like it'll die to Flame Strike. This will die to Flame Strike no matter what already.
I wonder.
I believe I'll be playing the Sea Giant. If I wanted to, I could use the Spellbreaker to kill the H. Seems silly though.
Die, mage.
Time waits for no one.
Die, mage.
I feel rather strongly, he has to spend a lot of mana, so I'm just gonna reveal this guy and attack.
For the wild.
If I knew 100% that he was going to cast Flame Strike this turn, then a better move would have been to send the Worgen Infiltrator at the ooze and then attack with the Spellbreaker, but I'm not 100% sure he'll cast it.
You love my new recipe.
Squire, attend me.
Ready, sir.
How you doing?
Let the pain speak to me.
Well played. They'll never know what hit them.
Wow.
Victory or death! I must protect the wild.
The dream is to face the Scarlet Crusader and Blood Knight it. another dream is to face the Argent Squire.
I suck blood. First kill.
It's time for a little blood.
Oh, goody. Infiltrator Alpha combo team.
First kill.
Go. Did I just say oh goody like a Undertaker? Yeah.
Speak to me.
The cards do rub off on you. Oh, slam the tackle. Thank you. Apparently he really needs to draw a card.
Bring pain. Glory to the Sindora.
Got a good variety of answers in my hand.
For the War Chief!
Whoa, face. But you got a free wolf there. The board control. Such value crimes will not go unpunished. Crimes against value. I mean, what if I just do this?
Pain.
And I use my hero ability for super value. Let's show you the opposite of the move you just did. I get the super favorable trade.
For Lorthamar.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Yeah, well, I got my way to kill these without losing anything again. Instead of using this Yeti, I could use this, which is better because then I spend the full amount of mana, since I really want to deal 2 damage.
I must safeguard the land.
For Lorthamar.
For the wild.
I'm not sure why I'm planning out such optimal moves against this opponent when I'm so far ahead. I have, before he drew that card, I have 1 extra card on him, and I have 4 guys on the field. You could take a note from him. The importance of mana curve, the importance to have board control.
For Lorthamar.
That was an error. For the wild.
The light shall bring victory.
I must protect the wild.
In this case, I'll keep the wolf since my curve is just so good. I might actually have something to wolf buff.
Bring out your dead.
Got a Croc Innervate Wolf, but that's poor against the guy. I could
Greetings.
Innervate out Gnomish, but that's unnecessary.
My greetings.
Freebie.
For the Crusade!
Pass me that Arclight's banner.
Do I want to Innervate out this? No.
Join or die.
I'd rather Save Innervate for Sea Giant. And play around Holy Nova, though I'm not really vulnerable to Holy Nova at the moment, but I would be if I played the Wolf. I think Wolf is good here. Yeah. Oh, and then I could even play Sea Giant with the coin, right? Yeah, that's a really strong move. And now, I don't get mind control teched my giant.
Locked and loaded. Locked and loaded. For the wild.
You gotta be kidding me!
Oh, that was easy.
Join or die.
Well played. I will fight with honor. I must protect the wild.
Yeah, I'll keep this curve. This one. So next turn is probably coin hero ability. Is the problem of keeping a card like Wrath. Sometimes you can't use it. The alternative is to just hero ability this guy twice. No, I'll keep her.
For the wild.
I also have an alternative play of playing Scarlet Crusader instead of Keeper. That saves the coin. Not anymore.
I must safeguard the land.
Sword of Justice, pretty scary.
X marks the spot.
Reporting for duty.
Yeah, perfect swipe target.
Feel nature's
Well played.
I mean, not that great since it only does 4 damage. Perhaps Wrath hero ability was better. Maybe.
reporting for duty.
This Sword of Justice has made his turns after Sword of Justice to be extremely strong. Of course. Ultimately, though, this is kind of a consequence of having no 2-drop.
Reporting for duty.
Slowed me down a bit.
That was a mistake. A natural mistake.
Your magic shall not save you.
For the wild.
Oh yes, he wanted to make the guy get buffed so that I could not hero ability it. Good catch by him. A little bit late, but... And also I get super silence value, silencing 2 effects. Well, there's the ooze.
Die, mage.
This is a very scary moment. If I play the War Golem and I get Divine Shielded, I will have lost a War Golem for basically 1 or 2 mana.
Die, mage.
Unfortunately, I can't play the 3+4 because otherwise I get consecrated. The 2+5 is no good because I might want to save that for the weapon. And yet, 2+5 might be best. No, I think War Golem is best.
Mage.
It's a tough call. They're all open to certain things. Or perhaps best is Venture Code. No, because I...
Die, mage.
It's very scary and depends on what his hand is. The problem with Venture Code Mercenary is that sometimes it gets Peacekeepered or Humility and then I lose the game. This went about as well as I could have hoped it to go. So hooray.
For the crusade!
You gotta be kidding me!
Like here it's okay to play it because it doesn't wreck my curve as badly since I've gotten the War Golem out of my hand. Oh, on the bright side there's some Iron Forge Rifleman value.
Reporting for duty.
That's pretty good. Good sequencing.
Locked and loaded.
Should I hit this? No, Ogre.
Tazdingo! Yes! Reporting for duty. Me smash! All the while!
Yeah, this thing takes more mana. Get it out.
The might of Stormwind!
No Worgen because of TC 120, 180, 140. I don't remember the exact make and model. Oh my gosh. Okay. That was unexpected.
Where shall I strike? I smell blood. All the while. Reporting for duty. First kill. I wonder. Follow the rules.
Join or die!
Take out the bigger threat first. Or the biggest one versus that one, but that's probably too extreme. This one should be okay since... No, this one's a bigger pain over time. Maybe let's see. That's good.
First kill. All the while.
Mind if I roll knee?
He pretty much is obligated to kill the Cult Master, so get my guy on the left side of the Cult Master in order to have it slide to the Wolf. And I'm in good shape, unless his draw is a miracle. Oh my god! Alright, well this draw is pretty good.
Reporting for duty.
Oh my gosh, this Paladin.
Pass me that Arclight spanner!
Job's done. Reporting for duty.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
They'll never know what...
That's 5 damage coming in on me.
Reporting for duty.
I just need to, well, I'm gonna need to dodge a few top decks. I would love it if he did not hit my face with the Frost Elemental, because I feel like if I don't randomly get dealt 3 points of damage, then I am much more likely to win. Of course, he knows his deck better than I do, so he might know that he has like no hammers or true silvers left, in which case it would be more reasonable to kill the 4/5.
Reporting for duty.
Eight, 12, 14, 18.
This one's mine.
Glory to the Sindora!
For the wild.
Yes, I've got lethal next turn. This is the most amount of health I can have going into the next turn.
Well played. I wonder. Reporting for duty. The victory.
Oh man.